Okay, I'm excited about this one. Lita, Mechanical Engineer, is a 3/3 legendary artifact creature artificer with vigilance for 2 and a white. It says at the beginning of your end step, untap each other artifact you control. Then pay 3 and a white to tap it and create a 5/5 vehicle token named Zeppelin with flying and crew 3. Now, of course, this is instantly a staple in any vehicle deck with white, since it can crew many relevant vehicles in these decks like Reckoner Bankbuster or the Heart of Kiran, but Lita as a commander has quite a few options available as well. Since Lita has Vigilance, she can attack in a turn, then be available to activate her ability at instant speed later on. If many of your artifact creatures attack, they untap at your end step, so they'll be available to crew the Zeppelin token in the same turn that Lita makes it. Bronze Guardian can do quite a bit of damage and will be available to block afterwards, while at the same time giving Lita a bit more protection with Ward 2. Heartstone is an artifact for 3 that says activated abilities of creatures cost 1 less to activate. The cost can't be less than 1, so you could make a Zeppelin for 3 mana instead of 4. Any of the artifact creatures that tap for mana might be really good here as well. They tap for mana and then untap at the end step, giving you the chance to activate Lita's ability before your next turn. Ornithopter of Paradise, Palladium Myrrh, Gold Myrrh, Alloy Myrrh, Automated Artificer, Bronze Walrus, Crystalline Crawler, Opaline Unicorn, and Scuttlemutt are all of those mana producers that we can use at this point in time. Throw in the usual cost reducers like Cloud Key and Foundry Inspector, and a few others that you want to, and our ramp starts to pay off. But if we want to double dip on the untap part of Lita, we can also include Drum Bellower, which will let us untap during each other player's untap step, and then things will really start to get difficult for our opponents. At that point, you just stuff the deck with your favorite or the best artifact creatures you want to use and you're done. But of course, we want to build Lita in a unique way, so we would focus on building a vehicle army. And while mono white is certainly not the best way to go about this, her ability to make 5/5 flying Zeppelins makes it much easier. Cards like Foundry Inspector are just meant to sit on the board and provide value, but leaning into Vehicle Tribal gives those creatures more use since they can also be used to crew the vehicles, which also gives the theme more validity. Vehicles are easy to add. Just look at any Shorekai or Greasefang list and add your favorite ones to the deck. Focus on ones with trample and other effects to help you do whatever it is that you want to do. Mighty Servant of Luck O costs 3, is a 6/6 with trample. Ward, discard a card and crew 4, but if you crew with 2 creatures, you can draw 2 cards. It's my favorite vehicle and it's less than 50 cents because it does a lot for its cost. Now, here's the thing with vehicles and Lita. The crew ability says it's a creature card until end of turn, and our commander says artifact creatures we control untap at the beginning of your end step. What if I told you that the end step has 2 parts, and that this commander will let you untap your vehicles before they stop being creatures? Like the video and hit the sub button if you like discovering new magic things like I do. The first part of your end step is everything you've known up until now, but the second part is called the cleanup step. This is where you discard down to 7, but after all of that, all damage is removed from permanents and all until end of turn, and this turn effects end. So at the beginning of your end step, your vehicle creatures untap. Then after you discard to hand size, they stop being creatures. Now this doesn't use the stack, it's just a state-based action, it just happens, so your opponents can't respond to this happening. This gives your vehicles pseudo-vigilance too, and if you're running mostly artifact creatures, they'll be able to untap and crew those vehicles as blockers until your next turn. That's kind of crazy. Lita belongs in every vehicle deck with white, period. After you pick which strategy you want to focus on, you just need to take care of the usual problems that white has, at least for budget decks, card draw and ramp. The best white draw is expensive like Esper Sentinel, so do what you can, but don't go broke buying cards. White's best ramp I think is Treasure right now, so again, Smothering Tithe is expensive, but one of, if not the best option for ramp for us right now. All in all, Lita Mechanical Engineer is a fantastic card with an ability that makes the vehicle subtype much more dangerous and effective, and it pumps out big evasive vehicle tokens on top of that. I don't know how expensive she'll be because vehicles really haven't taken off in popularity or strength yet, but she could be the card that changes that. Let me know what you think of Lita Mechanical Engineer in the comments below, and until next time, I'm Space Coconut, and you're welcome.